I think I'm live. Hello, hello, hello. Am I live in my Facebook group? I think so. Wow. Okay. There's a little bit of a lag time if I look there. So I'm going to just look here. Hi, it's Julie Scott. I am the woman that's running this group, Women Over 50. It's time, and this time it's about you. And I'm popping in here today as my first live that I haven't done. I've done in a while now that they've changed how you can do a live in your group. So if you see me staring at the camera for a long time before I got started, that's why. So, anyway, again, Julie Scott here, and I wanted to come in today and talk about effortless change. I'm always talking about effortless change, especially in my coming home um, challenge. That's the really is the whole point behind it is to teach you how to make changes effortlessly in your life. And what do I mean by that? Because I think most of us think about change in terms of, let's just say change in terms of, let's just say losing weight, right? Around like willpower and motivation, or, you know, and we know that those things, willpower and motivation, run out, right? I mean, we have them kind of in short supply. In fact, it's been proven that we only have about 40 minutes of actual willpower in a day, any one of us. So to actually force ourselves to do something, to avoid the cookie or to not make the phone call or to whatever that is you're trying to stop doing. Um, so if you once you get to know me better, you're going to find that I'm all about trying to figure out how to do something easier, right? Because I think that we try and make too many things too hard. And I learned about making effortless change. And what I mean by effortless change is you just find yourself doing things differently without having to specifically think about it. Okay. So I use this example all the time. It's like, for example, say you're a people pleaser, like I used to be, I'm a recovering people pleaser, um, and you have a tendency to say yes to people because you want to be liked, you want to be loved, you want to be a helper, you want people to whatever you want to belong, or maybe that's just what you've always done. You've always been the person that takes on more when you really don't want to take on more, but you just have a hard time saying no. So, effortless change to me for that scenario is you start saying no without even thinking about it. And you're not nasty, you're not mean. You just say no. And you don't feel any need to explain. You don't feel any need to make an excuse or elaborate on that complete sentence of no. um, and you don't feel guilty about it. So to me, that is effortless change. And I love this. And the idea is, how do you do this? So that's what I'm here to talk about. How do you create effortless change in your life? Well, we got to think about what makes us do what we do in the first place. And it's basically our beliefs. Our beliefs are what drive. I have a cat here on me, sorry. Um, our beliefs are what drive our behavior. It drives our thoughts, drives our feelings, drives our behaviors, our actions, and it determines the results and what we have showing up in our life, right? Our beliefs are behind all of that, right? So, how do you get to your beliefs? It's like we can only get so far just talking about it or thinking about it or even journaling about it, right? We need to be able to get a little bit deeper. We need to be able to access where those beliefs live. And those beliefs live in your unconscious or your subconscious mind. Okay. So, how do you get to your subconscious mind? Well, you've got to get the body out of the way. So we have to relax the body so that we can access deeper parts of the conscious brain. Okay. So it's really pretty simple. We just have to relax the body because the body holds all the tension, it holds all the emotions, it holds all of the ways of being of our past, which is just a couple minutes ago or a day ago or a week ago. The way of being, right? The body holds all of the tension around how we are. So when we can disassociate a little bit from the body, we can access our psychology. And that helps us to access our emotions and our beliefs, right? So let's just say you read something about wanting to set yourself free from being a people pleaser. Let's just use that again. Okay. And you go into a relaxed state thinking, I want to let go of my people pleaser way of being. Right. I mean, so that's the top of mind. That's kind of your intention for what you're sitting down to do. Then you go ahead and relax your body. Maybe you listen to some music. Maybe you do a meditation that's guided. Right. And then while you're in that meditative state, with the thoughts that are going to move through your head, which are typically going to be connected to what you just read or what you're thinking about before you went into this relaxed state, that's the area that the subconscious is going to be affected. That's the area in the subconscious that's going to be tweaked and rewired, right? Now, it doesn't take just one time because there's layers and layers and layers of story that we have put on top of our core belief that was formed when we were little kids. But every time you go into a relaxed state with the intention of setting yourself free from being a people pleaser, you let go of some of that programming. And it becomes easier when you're out of the meditative state to start letting go of those people pleaser traits, right? That's basically what effortless change, in my opinion, is. Um, yeah, again, so if you change your psychology, you can access your belief system, right? And the best part of this is, so many folks that I work with, because I do meditations with my clients, so many people say, I don't know if that worked. You're never going to be conscious of a shift in your subconscious. It's called the subconscious or the unconscious for a reason. You're not aware of it. However, you will be aware of the outcome of your new behaviors after you've done this kind of work, right? So I have to say, I've been doing self help on myself for 15 plus years, right? And I've tried a lot of things. But the one thing that has really helped me is being able to access my subconscious. And there's many ways to do this. You can do this through meditation, through breath work, there's tapping, there's many modalities to do it. But for me, relaxing the body, it feels like you're doing nothing, but in fact, you're doing everything. So I just wanted to pop in here just to, you know, share some of the basics around what I'm talking about when I say effortless change. Because it is possible, and it's possible for you, it's possible for anyone, because our brains all work the same. So if you can relax your body, you can start accessing your subconscious mind. Yeah, got to take a few notes and intentions in with you, but it's absolutely doable. And the nice thing about this practice too is it helps you get really clear on what it is you really want, right? Without all the noise out here of everyone else's opinions and, you know, different. I mean, there's so much information coming at us from every angle, whether it's social media, the television, news, friends, family, whatever. But to really figure out what you want. And a lot of the women here in this group are at a stage in their life where, they're getting ready to make a change. Maybe they have an empty nest now. Maybe they're retiring. Maybe it's just time for a change. Maybe they just left a relationship of 30 plus years, right? And you find yourself at a crossroads. It's like, what do I want? And oftentimes you haven't ever really asked yourself that question. And to get really clear on what it is you want, doing these kinds of things, accessing that relaxed state, that meditative state, you're able to commune with the real you that's connected to the divine, universal mind, source, whatever that is for you, whatever meaning you want to give that, something greater than yourself, you're able to access that through this kind of a practice. And I'll tell you what it will do for you is it will give you a deep sense of faith in something that is solid and true, something you'll never get out here in the world, but you'll get it within yourself. And I got to tell you, the confidence, the unshakable knowing that you get from a practice like this, priceless. You can't get it anywhere else. So, anyway, just wanted to pop in here and share a little bit about what I think about effortless change, what I define it as, and why I'm so passionate about it and so passionate about this process because it's actually changed my life. And yeah, so that's it for today. Just wanted to share a little bit about this. And if anyone has any questions or comments, I'd always love to hear from you. And I will be back again soon. Hope you all have a great weekend.